Hello everyone. Can you hear me, guys? Can you just reply on chat? Amrita, Moksha, can you hear me, guys? Okay, Moksha. So we will start the live mock solving at 7 o'clock. In between, if you have any questions, please do not post it now during the test taking. My suggestion would be you can post your doubts after we take the test so that, because I will be solving the test. So, any doubts you have, I will not be able to take it during midway. I will take it afterwards. Okay. So we will start at 7 o'clock sharp. Okay. Hello everyone. Good evening all. So today we are going to do live solving of uh, the Christ mock test. Just wanted to let you know I have not taken the Christ mock earlier. I am assuming it is there in my login, so we will log in and check at that point. Uh, it's just we should start in some time. In between, if you have any doubts, just let me know. We will do some. I might just answer your questions for around 2 5 minutes so that people can join. Hi, Sushant. Hi. If there is any doubts, do let me know as of now before I start. Another thing is while the test is live, please do not put anything on the chat window. You can put it on the YouTube chat window if you want to. That towards the end of the session, after the test, I might just go through there and I will answer your questions. So in between, I'm not going to answer any questions. So please do not put your chat here. Uh, Sushant, if you're looking at Christ, I think anywhere in the range of, I would suggest 80, 85, 80, around 80 would be a good score. Good evening, Aditya. Good evening, everyone. Do we need to open the test window too? Yes, if you can, or else it will be open here. I will share the screen in some time. Great, great, Sushant. Uh, Akhil, they normally don't disclose that. But as I said, if you are close to 80, 80 plus, I'm sure you will get a call for PI. So I'll just share the screen in some time when I'm starting the test. Do we need to open the test window too? Yes, you can in your laptop. Choice is yours, or else, as I said, I will do the live streaming here itself. Is there any cutoff? But my mock marks is 40. So Sushant, if you are taking the IMS mocks, if you are getting a 40 year, I'm sure you will land up with anywhere close to 50. So your aim now should be with better preparation in this 1 week that you have, try to maximize whatever, you have done. And you still have a time. So, take mocks, try to analyze it, and, you know, uh, practice as much as you can. Christ or NMIMS, Aditya, that will depend completely. But I still feel if you're getting an NMIMS, BBA or NMIMS, BSc Finance, that will be better than Christ. But still, there are lots of other parameters that need to be considered. Is CET similar to NPAT? There is a small difference. In fact, there is a difference. It's not exactly similar. But since it is happening for the first time also, it's difficult to say the level of difficulty would be same or would be easier. So at this stage, being the first time that this Maha CET is being conducted, it might be difficult. Sir, I'm facing problem regarding time. So there is one thing that you can see. See, I will tell you one small guideline which I'm going to follow while in this 1.5 hours of test. I may not get stuck to a particular question. I'm a little better in maths compared to English. My math is a little better than English. So maybe I might just spend that extra 20, 30 seconds for a math question. But for an English question, I read, I don't understand, I might mark it and I might just go ahead. If there are big passages, I might just, not solve it at that given point of time, and I might just come up a little later on it. Okay. So guys, let's do one thing. Let's start with the test. And as I said, please don't uh, put anything on the chat window as of now. If there is any doubt, I will get back to you in some time. Or after the test, we will discuss whatever you want to. Okay. So I hope my chat window is visible to you. Let me just go through the test first. Let me. Okay. So now I have the test in front of me. I will start my OneNote so that you can check my the calculations that we are doing also. Okay. So on the left hand side, I will keep my. Okay. So as I said earlier, I have not gone through the test, and as I said earlier, I have. I'm a little better in math, so I will be a little biased towards my math question, but we will definitely solve all the English and the GK and the LRDI sections also. Okay, so let us start with the test as of now. And as I said earlier, also, if you have any doubts, we will do it towards the end of the session. So, any test you take, though I know what the pattern and structure is, I would always suggest you go through the instructions given. Okay. So the test consists of 120 multiple choice questions. There are no sections. Subjects wise distribution is as follows: English, reasoning, GK, maths, DI, fundamental. So this all looks to be very, very similar. Test duration is 90 minutes or 1.5 hours. Marking scheme is +1 for every correct answer, minus 0.25 for a wrong answer. Okay, so unless I am able to eliminate maybe two options, I will not do any guesswork also. So if I know my answer, or if I'm able to eliminate two options, then might be I will do, depending on the test, depending on the number of questions that I have got, I have attempted, and so on. Okay, so what I'm going to now do is I'm going to start the test now. I'll just have to check whether my OneNote is on. It is not. So I'm going to on my OneNote. Okay, and we will start the test now. So the test has started. I hope the test is visible to all of you. Okay. So a small bed or crib for a newborn to sleep in. I'm not very sure about that. So let's just move on to the next question. Irrelevant or unrelated to a subject that I know it is extraneous. So I mark that. Move on to the next. Select the word that is opposite in meaning to the given word. Amenable. Uh, I know amenable is means a person who is easily cooperative. So I'm looking at opposite. So can I go with uncooperative? Okay. Two friends R and S are working in a company. R's salary in 2023 is 49,000. In 2023, S salary was 65% of the total salary. If S salary grew by 30% since she joined the company, find her salary when she joined. So there are two friends. I know there are two friends, R and S. Our salary in 23 was 49,000. In 2023, S salary was 65% of the total salary. If S is 65%, can I say R is 35%? So 35% of the total salary has to be 49,000. So I know this is 7 FISA, this is 7 7 5 into 20, 20 into 7. So the total salary is 1,40,000. This is my total salary, and 49 is here. So 140 minus 49 is 91, 91,000. This is my salary for S. What is the question? S salary grew by 30%. Find a salary when she joined. So can I say 130% of my salary is 91,000? So initially my salary would have been 100%. So 100% is how much? 13 sevens are 91. So 10 sevens are 70. My answer should be 70. I can see 70. I mark. Let's go ahead. Uh, how many six-digit numbers can be formed uh, using these digits? How many six-digit numbers can be formed using these digits? There are six digits, so that the number is divisible by 11 when the numbers are not repeated. Divisibility by 11. I'll have to do a trial and error. Maybe I will mark this question and I will go ahead. Next question. LCM of two numbers is 1836 and HCF is 12. How many such pairs of numbers are possible? This looks to be a little easier. HCF is 12. So let me assume the two numbers are 12A and 12B. That means my LCM is 12 into A into B, which is given to me as 1836. So A into B is how much? 12 ones are 12, 6, 5, 153. Product of, can I say product of two co-prime numbers should be 153. 153, can I say one possibility is 1 into 153. 153 comes in tables of 17. So 17 into 9. 17, 9, correct. 17, 9, 153. Any other possibility? Prime number? No. So let's mark two cases. Let's move ahead. Spherical ball of radius 56 is melted to form 5 and 2 small identical spherical balls. Find the radius of the small ball. When one object is melted to form another object, volume remains the same. So volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube, 56, 56, 56. This should be equal to how many balls? 5 and 2. So 5 and 2 times 4 by 3, and I want to find the radius of the smaller ball. So r cube. So pi by 4 by 3 pi r cube. So 4 by 3 pi will anyways gets cancelled out. I know this is 56 is coming. It's not a part of 5 and 2, but I can see multiple of 8. 8 sevens are 8 6 64. 8 sevens are 8 eights are 8 8 7. So I can see r cube is 7. So radius should be 7. Radius or diameter radius. So since I saw 14, I was just confirming. Next question. Who has been appointed as a chairman of Lokpal? Chairman of Lokpal, not sure. Maybe I'll come back. National income was estimated in India for the first time by which of the following personalities? Dadabhai Naroji, Gangadhar Tilak, I'm not sure. I'm not heard of three people, but not very sure. Let's go on. Panchayat Raj was introduced in October 1959. If I'm not mistaken, Panchayat Raj was started in Rajasthan. So I think I will go ahead with this because I'm not 100% sure, but I'm sure about this. The intricacies of the economic theories coupled with rapid changes in global markets dash make it challenging. Makes, see, it's global markets, it's markets is plural, so I have to look at singular, so second option is definitely not there. Okay, make it challenging for policymakers. Have made it challenging, no. That also has made it challenging, no. I think make it challenging makes a more common sense. Let's move ahead. He spent much time and energy over it and lost a large sum. Instead of definitely goes, so out of four options, C gone. He spent much time and energy over it and lost a large sum for all the bargain, into the bargain, with the bargain. I'm not getting much, but what do you think? And lost a large sum, I think into the bargain makes sense. Let's see. I think that's making more English sense. Let's go with that. He's planning a surprise party for his birthday, for her birthday, but he has not yet decided on the venue. So the negative part has already come here. So I have to look at positive. There's only one positive. Has he? I move ahead next. Oh, what is this? This is an LR question. So five people are standing in a on their stalls in which they sell apples, mangoes, kiwis, bananas, and peaches, not necessarily in the same order. Five people. Okay, standing in a row. So standing in a row. So first position, second position, third position, fourth position, fifth position. B sells kiwis. B sells kiwis, and his stall is second to the right of E. E dash B, and B is selling kiwis. Okay, let's keep a note. The person selling bananas is to the right of those selling apples and mangoes. So I will have someone who will sell apples first, apples and mangoes. Apples and mangoes, and then I will have person selling bananas. Okay, then stalls of A and D are not at the corner. So again, let's keep a note of that. A, D not at corner. C stall is to the immediate left of D stall where peaches were sold. C is to the immediate left of D. I'm still not getting any diagram. C is to the immediate left of D. C is to the immediate left of D where peaches was to sold. So peaches is here. Okay, I think I'll have to do a trial and error. But I hope I have more than a couple of questions because I've already spent a minute here. The person selling apples is not to the immediate left of the person selling peaches. So peaches and apples are not together. Okay. So E dash B, let's assume if I start with E here and if I keep a B here, or the possibility is E here, B here, or a possibility is E here, B here. I'm getting three cases. I want C and D to be together. So one possibility is C comes here. That's the only possibility because C has to be to the left of D. But I know that A and D cannot be at the corner. So let me eliminate this case. Let me eliminate this case. If I look at the second case, I don't have two consecutive places for C and D. So that is also gone. Here E is at 3, B is at 5. So C and D has to come here and A is coming here. Okay, so I got the location. That's great. I took care of this. B is kiwis. So let us look at the fruits now. B was kiwis. What else is given? B sells kiwis and second stall right of E. The person selling bananas, stalls of A and D. C stall is to the immediate left of D stalls where D is peaches. D is peaches. Bananas has to be, before banana, there has to be apples and mangoes. So can I say banana has to be by A? Banana has to be A. Now, where will apple and mango go? The person selling apple is not to the immediate left of the person selling peaches. So E will be apple, E will be apple, and mango will be here. So I think I've got a diagram. I have spent a lot of time. I hope I get 2-3 questions. What is sold by the person who is second to the left of B? Second to the left of B is E. E sells apples. Next, Who sells mangoes? Mangoes is sold by C. One more. Oh, only two questions. Okay, chalo. Next, find the equation of the line which is perpendicular to the line this. So slope of this line is 5 by 4. Since my line is perpendicular, the slope will be minus 5 by 4 and it is passing through 10 comma 3. So can I say y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1? I could have substituted, but options are not very good enough. So what I was trying to do is I was trying to substitute uh, so here I'm not y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. So 4y minus 12 is 5x plus 50. Oh, sorry, I made a mistake. The slope of the line is minus a by b, 5 by minus 5 by 4. So slope of my line should be 4 by 5 because product of slope has to be 1. So 5y minus 15 is equal to 4x minus 40. So you will get 4x minus 5y equal to 25. 4x minus 5y 25. 4x minus 5y 25. Great. Option C. Chalo, great. Next. While working together, V and B can complete a piece of work in 9 days. So V and B working together can take 9 days. Varun can complete the same job in 12 days working alone. They both started the work together and Varun left after 3 days. How long will it take for Bharat to complete the remaining work? Okay. So let's say I want to do work which is multiple of 9 and 12. So let me assume I want to do 36 units. So V and B will do 4 units. So V will do 3 units. So they worked together for 3 days. They both started the work together and Varun left after 3 days. So basically in 3 days, I know their 1 day job is 4 units. So in 3 day job is 12 units. So 12 units is done. So now out of 36, if 12 is done, I'm left with 24 units. And who left? Varun left. So from here, I know that if Varun is doing 3 units, B is supposed to do 1 unit. So Varun left. So 24 units will take Varun 24 days. And I'm supposed to find the remaining. So my answer has to be 24. So let's go ahead. A bought few chocolates. He distributed chocolates to his children in two unequal parts. The difference between this is looking to be a straightforward question. Let's see. He distributed the chocolates in such a way that 36 times the difference of the two. No, the difference between the square of the two. The difference between the square of the two. So a square minus b square is 36 times the difference of the two parts. 36 times a minus b. So basically I know a plus b into a minus b is equal to 36 into a minus b. A minus b gets cancelled out and I'm left with a plus b is equal to 36. Okay, correct. Now what does the question say? Is divided into two parts. Okay, after taking the chocolates, the children distributed the chocolates equally among themselves. So if the children's distributed equally, that since there are two people, right? Two children's, yeah. So it should be 18, 18. How many chocolates did each child get? Each child will get 18. So let's move ahead. The government has increased the public fund. Given below are two statements that share a certain cause-effect relationship. Okay. The government has increased funding for a public health awareness campaign. The number of reported cases of a preventable disease has decreased. Okay. So since the government has increased the funding, the number of reported cases have decreased. So I can see that one is a cause and two is the effect. So let's try to mark that. Let's move ahead. Once again, cause effect. Banks have increased interest rates for small and medium-sized businesses. People's purchasing power has decreased. I don't see any relationship between the two. So both one and two are effects of the independent causes. Independent causes. Chalo. Because I don't see banks have increased interest rate. Nothing I can see here. Let's move ahead. Again, cause effect relationship. The use of mobile phone and social media has increased among teenagers. So schools are introducing classes on improving the skills of face-to-face communications among students. Correct. I can see, I know that because students are so much involved in social media. This is once again, I think one is the cause and two is the effect. So because of that, more face-to-face communication is required for students because they don't do that. They're more of time involved in mobile. So ignore. Well-known book, The Argumentative Indian. I'm not sorry, I'm not good enough with books, so I'm ignoring it. Under the fixed capital account, which of the following is an incorrect uh, Acha, this is a accounting question. Which of the following is an incorrect choice? Two separate accounts are maintained for each partner. I'm not very sure. The capital account, no, sorry. Let's ignore. I'm not very sure about this type. 24, infabable, describable, inscrutable. What is infabable meaning? Hmm, that is something hard to describe, explain. So I think these are opposites. So what is inscrutable? Impossible to understand. So can I say lucid is simple to understand? Let's go ahead. Deflatable. You can remove air from air matrices. So it is called as deflatable. Permeable meaning, I think it's you can remove you can mold a sponge or something like this. I think it's that's something close to it. Okay. Uh, Find the missing term. We are on 25 questions done. I still have 83 minutes for another 95 questions. Let's see. Find the missing term in the given series 6767 dash 101 706 6355 6355. This is into 7. If I do, this will become a 707. So -1 is happening. uh, 706 into 8 if I do, or into 7 if I do, it will be 4200 only. 7 eights are 56, so that is not working. It should be around 9. 7 nines are 63. So if I do 706 into 9, 8, 9 6 are 54, 5 7 9 63, 6354. Oh, so this is into 9 plus 1. This is -1 into 7 -1 into 9 -1. So this should have been into 5 uh, plus 1 maybe, but into 3, no, here, into 3 -1. If I do 21 -1, 20. 20 plus 5, correct. Chalo, 20. Good enough. Trial and error, got it. Great. Okay. Uh, Pratik is the brother-in-law of Yogesh, and he is the only child of his parents. So I think Pratik is the only child of his parents. Pratik is the brother-in-law of Yogesh. That means Pratik should be married to a girl whose brother should be Yogesh. Sorry, barabar. Whose brother should be Yogesh. So how is Yogesh only sibling? Yogesh only sibling will be Pratik's wife, related to Pratik, wife. Chalo, great. Identify the correct statement sentence from the given statements. The book on the shelf is one of my favorite. The book on the shelf is there everywhere. So book is a singular. So I should look at favorites here. So at least I think answer should be between B and C. The book on the shelf is one of my favorites, and I often recommend it to my friends. The book on the shelf is one of my favorites, and I often recommend them to my friends. For a book, we normally use it. So I think I will go with the second option. Let's say I eliminated two, so I'm marking it. Not very 100% sure, but I'm going ahead with it. Conventional hour-long episodes spanning decades aren't aligned with the youth attention spans of today. Select the option that corrects the following statement sentence. Conventional are wrong episodes spanning decades. Not very sure. Too long to read. Let's move ahead. Okay, find the right match between country and its stock exchange. Okay, so I know NYSC is. I know for sure NYSC is US. So basically 4 का D होना चाहिए. So I'm left with the first and the third option. I'm left with the first and the third option. So first and third option difference is in the first also. I'm not very sure about the first. The second also I'm not very sure. But FTSE I think FTSE, not sure. But I know it is between 1 and 3. Let's mark 3 and let's go ahead. Irani Trophy is which sport? I'm good in cricket. So let's say cricket. Let's move ahead. Good question. Subscriptions received in advance pertaining to last year will be on the dash of subscription account. Again, a accounting question, but this looks to be a very basic question. Subscription received in advance. In advance, if you receive anything, let's go on to the credit side. Chalo, let's move on. What is the area of a triangle with sides 6, 12, 14? Area of a triangle 6, 12, 14. It's not a Pythagoras theorem, so it's not a right angle triangle. I'll have to use a formula. I'm not very sure. Should I do it? Let's try out first. So S is 6 plus 12, 18, 18 plus 14. 18 plus 14 is 32 divided by 2. So 16. So area is going to be under root A into S, sorry, S into S minus A. So 10, 4, 16, 4, 2. 16 का square root is 4, 4 का square root is 2, and I'm left with 10 twos are 20. 20 का square root is 4 into 20 is 4 into 5, so 2 root 5. So 4 twos are 8, it was 16, 16 root 5. Chalo, great. Happened, numbers were smaller, so it worked. A rice seller cheats his customer by saying that he's selling at a loss of 20%, but he gives 750 grams for every kg sold. Okay. So let's say goods worth 100, I'm going to sell at 80. That's what he says, but he will make some profit. How much profit is he making? So instead of every kg, he's giving 750 grams. That means he's making a profit of 250 on he's giving 750. So he's making a profit of one third. So one third of 80. What is one third of 80? Once again, roughly, let's take it 81. So 27, if I add 27, it will become 107. So I'm making a profit of roughly 7%. I can see 6.66. Let's mark that. Let's move ahead. Find the last term of an AP such that the sum of the series is maximum. Okay, so it's a decreasing AP, difference being how much? It's a decreasing AP with the difference being 6. Okay, so all do you, if I realize the all numbers are some multiples of 6 minus 1, so my sum will be maximum when I can say that I don't take any negative terms. I'll have to take the last positive term. The last positive term is 5. And what is that you're asking? The last term. So 5. 6k minus 1. A recent study found that individuals who engage in regular physical exercises are more likely to experience better mental health compared to those. Which of the following, if true, would most weaken the argument presented above? Weaken the argument presented above. I'll do it later on. Too much to read as of now. Uh, Argument, yes or no? Okay. Should the government provide financial incentives to companies adopting eco-friendly practices? Okay. Yes, it will encourage business to prioritize sustainability and reduce environmental impact. I think that looks to be good. No, the company should be free to make their own decision without government intervention. I'm not very sure. I think only one is strong. One is looking strong. Let's see. Let's move ahead. Should that be a mandatory retirement age for public officials? Yes, it ensures the infusion of new ideas and energy into public service. No, individuals who have served. What should there be a mandatory retirement age? Okay. It, yes, it ensures the infusion of new ideas and energy. Okay, so that still looks to be good enough, but not, I'm not 100% sure about that. No, individuals who have served loyally for years should be allowed to continue. I'm not very sure. Let's say one is strong enough. Let's move on. Oh, DI. DI, okay, let's see. It's a line graph. That's the only data that I have. I have markup, I have discount. The line graph below shows the percentage markup and discount of 5 products A, B, C, D, E. So A, B, C, D, E, markup is given, and discount is given. So let's write down because values are not given. So markup, what is markup? Acha, here, markup is a circle. So 30 for A, 30 for A, 25 for B, 25 for B. For C, it is 40. For C, it is 40. For D, it is 60 and 50. 60 and 50. Got the markup. Let's look at discount percentage. 2020 10 uh, 50, no, 30 40. 2020 10 30 40. Okay, let's see now. This is given. I don't think. Let's jump to the question. If the cost price of D is 500, if the cost price of D is 500, and the selling price of B and the selling price of B is 400, find the difference between the selling price of B. Okay, of cost price of D is 500. For D, I am marking up by 60%. 60% of 300, 500 is 300. So that will make it 800. I'm giving a discount then of 30%. 30% is 80 into 3, 240. 240. If I reduce, this will become 560. So the selling price, so selling price for D is 560. Now I know selling price of B is 400. B is giving a discount of 20%. So I say 80% of the markup is 400. So 80 into 5. So 100% is 500. So markup is 500. Mark price is 500. And as far as B is concerned, I have marked it up by 25%. So 125% of my cost price is 500. So into 4, that means my cost price is 400. So cost price of B is 400. Okay, so what is the question? Find the difference between the selling price of D. Selling price of D is 560 and the cost price of B is 400. Difference is 160. Good enough. Let's say my calculation was right. If the, oh, I don't know, will I need this? No. Okay. Uh, I had to clean it because I have written my data here. If the discount allowed on product A is 520, discount is 520 and A discount is 20%. So that means find the amount of profit earned on it. I've given a discount of 20%. So 20% of the mark price uh, is, can I say 20% of the mark price is 520. So can I find out the mark price from here? My mark price will be how much? 5 times. So 2600 will be my mark price. Discount is on the mark price. Okay. So now mark price is 2600. I have given a discount of 520. That means, can I say my selling price will be 2080. Selling price is 2080. And question is profit. So I need to find the cost price now. Which product? A. Markup is 30%. So 130% of my cost price is 520. So 100% is how much? 13. No. Mark price is 2600. No. So 130% is 2600. 13 twos are. So this will become 2000. 2000, 2080, difference is 80. Find the profit. Okay, 80. Great. Taking time, but I'm getting the answer. Which product earned the maximum amount of profit? This definitely I cannot determine because I just have the percentage. So this is good. I straightforward market cannot be determined. If the ratio of selling price, now this is more calculation. I'm not sure. Should I do it, not do it? Let's say I'll mark for it and I will just go ahead. Find the ratio of cost price to the selling price of product B. Okay. So let's assume B, let's assume cost price was 100. Okay, I mark B by 25%. So my mark price will become 125. Since I want ratio, I can start with 100 and I'm making a profit, no, discount B. Na? Discount is 20%. What is 20% of 125? 12.5 into 2, 25, 25 reduced. So my selling price is 100. So ratio of cost to selling price is 1:1. Great. Chalo. Next. Oh, did any question went? Oh, 43, 44. Okay, dormant. Select the option which is synonym. Dormant is something very lazy. So can I say latent? Let's say latent is also lazy. Redundant, antonym. Redundant means useless, something useful, essential. Chalo, great. Next, 46. Nexon car is Tata Motors. Tata Motors, Nexon, great. Sinner won Australian Open 2024. Okay, by defeating Daniel. Not not sure about which country. Let's move ahead. International campaign to abolish nuclear weapons. So nuclear weapons, Geneva, maybe because Geneva is known for that. I might just mark that. Let's move ahead, taking a risk there. What is the angle between the R and the minute hand? I know my formula. Angle is 30h mod of 30h minus 11 by 2m. So h here is 3 and m here is 26. So this is 90 minus 13 into 11, 13, 130, 143. So the angle is 153, sorry, 53. Oh, but this is I think, direction question. A compass which has four needles showing north, south, east, and west was damaged. Because of this, I'm on question 50. I have 70 questions and another 60 minutes, 68 minutes. Okay, let's mark this because again, not very sure. 51, referring and old precedent without any direct or logical relevance to the case at hand. Okay, so this seems to be some accounting question, not very sure. Referencing an old precedent without any direct or logical relevance. Not very sure. Let's ignore. Cast is the same, cast in the same mold. So select the option that gives the correct meaning. Acha, cast in the same mold to have similar personality and behavior traits. I think sorry, that looks good. Uh, hold one's feet to the fire. Holds one feet to the fire. Not very sure. Okay, find the right match between country and car manufacturers. I know Toyota is Japan, so 1D. Sorry, 1B, 1B. So at least I know my answer should now be C or a D. Uh, General Motors is a US company, so 2A. Let's mark. Great, chalo. Oh, seven next, seven next. Find the wrong match between CEOs of the organization. I'm not very good in that. I'm not very sure. Leena Nair, Channel, Piyush Gupta, DVS Group, Francis D'Souza, Adobe, not sure. Chalo. The Youth Skills celebrated, Youth Skills Day, not very sure, ignore. Insolvency of a partner will come under what type of dissolution? Insolvency, dissolution by court, compulsory dissolution on happening of certain contingency, dissolution by court, let's say. Which of the following is true would strengthen the conclusion drawn in the passage? Scientists have discovered that a particular species of brand. Oh, what happened? Sorry. Scientists have discovered that the particular species of brand exhibits complex problem-solving abilities. Previously, thought, let's mark this. No, I'm not going to mark it also. Let's move ahead. The number of accidents at a particular intersection has increased due to inadequate traffic signal management. Given below is a problem statement followed by two course of action. Choose the course. Okay. So install additional traffic signals and improve signal synchronization. I don't think that will help. Increase penalties for traffic violation. I think course of action is only two. That's the best thing to do. Let's move on. Again, course of action. Okay. Deforestation in the region has led to an increase in soil erosion and loss of biodiversity. Implement strict regulations on logging and deforestation in the region. Maybe that's a possibility. Launch afforestation programs to restore green cover and prevent soil erosion. Maybe both are looking good enough. Let's mark that. What is the retirement age? I'm not very sure, but should be, I think, 65. I'll mark that. Let's move ahead. The maximum capital beyond which a company is not allowed to raise funds by issue of share. Maximum, I think it is subscribed capital. Let's move ahead. Ayushman Bharat, the National Health Protection Mission covers health policy 5 lakhs. That is something I know. Let's move on. What is the impact? 64. I have 65 minutes and roughly 56 questions. Okay, great. I think I'm on par and I've still not got an RC question. So RC will take a little more time. What is the impact of devaluation of currency on domestic prices? What is the impact of devaluation? No impact on domestic prices, no fall in domestic prices, increase in domestic prices. Devaluation will always increase something. So I look for this increase in domestic prices. Let's move on. Interest on capital will be shown in capital account, profit and loss adjustment. I think capital account. Let's move on. Okay, 119A is 2401B and 17A is 7 raised to B. Okay, so I think I can see some pattern here. It's a surge and indices. 119 is a 17 into 7. So 17 into 7A and 2401 is 7 raised to 4. So 7 raised to 4B. And 17A is given to me. So can I write this as 17A and this is 7. So now I know 17A is 7 raised to B. So 7 raised to B into 7 is, so I think my question is done. So B plus 1 is equal to 4B. So 3B is equal to 1. What am I supposed to find B? B is 1/3. 1/3. Good. Ankit and Aman took a loan from a bank. Ankit took a loan at a 30% rate of interest, compounded half yearly. Okay, let's mark this and move ahead. Three friends are driving a car one after the other. First, Santosh drives 40 kilometers at 20, followed by Rahul, who drives for 5. Finally, Sanjeev drives the remaining 60 at 40. At what speed did Rahul drive? If the average speed. Okay, so I'm supposed to find the average speed. So how do I find average speed? Total distance traveled. What is the total distance traveled? First, Santosh drives 40, followed by Rahul. At what speed did Rahul? Rahul, who drive for 5 hours, so I don't know, R plus Sanjeev drives the remaining 60 time. Santosh drives 40 at 20, so 2 hours. Rahul, who took 5 hours, and Sanjeev drives the remaining 60 at 40. 60 upon 40, 3 by 2, 1.5. And this is given to me as 30. So 100 plus R is equal to 30 into 5 plus 2, 7, 7, 8.5, 30 into 8.5. So basically it is 85 into 3, 85, 240, 255, 255. So R has driven 155 kilometers. So what is my question? At what speed did Rahul drive? Rahul to drive for 5 hours. So speed is this upon this. So basically 31. Speed is 31. Is it there? Okay, great. Next. Oh, 9x plus z is equal to 6y and z is equal to y minus x. I can see z at both the places. In the first place, my z is 6y minus 9x. In the second case, z is y minus x. So I will get 5y is equal to 10x, or x upon y is 5 upon 10, which is 1 upon 2. But I'm supposed to find x, y, z. So I will also need z. So can I say z is equal to y minus x? Y minus, what is x? X is half of y. X is half of y. So z is y by 2. Z is y by 2. Or z upon y is equal to 1 by 2. So I want to find x is 2, y is 2, z. So when x is 1, y is 2, and when y is 2, z is 1. So 1, 2, 1. 1, 2, 1, not there. When x is 1, y is 2, and y is 2, z is 1. I don't know. So leave it. A dishonest dealer mixes 16 liters of kerosene to 64 liters of petrol. So I have 64 liters of petrol plus 16 liters of kerosene. After selling 40 liters, so I have a total of 80 liters. I am selling 40 liters of impure petrol. He wanted to add kerosene to decrease the petrol and kerosene. Not too much of calculation looks like. I'll come back later if time permits. Find out the wrong match between India's richest woman and the organization they are associated with. India's richest woman. Okay, Kiran Mujumdar, Smitha, not very sure. Let's ignore. International Chamber of Commerce is headquartered in which city? International Chamber of Commerce, I think it should be Washington. Let's say A and B started a firm by investing rupees 2 and 3 lakhs. A and B started a business by investing rupees 2 and 3 lakhs. 15% of the profit is given to A for managing the business, and the remaining is shared according to the ratio of their investment. If the firm gets a 300% revenue, what is the profit share of B? Uh, 15% of the profit is given to A for managing the business, and the remaining is shared according to the ratio of their investment. If the firm gets 300% revenue, that means if I have put 100 rupees, uh, my revenue is 300, so my profit is 200. Okay, so first 15%, but I invested how much? First 15% is gone, so investment is 5 lakhs, no? Okay, so if in my investment was 5 lakhs, my revenue is 15 lakhs, because it is three times, right? 400%. No, if the firm gets a 300% revenue, so 300% of 5 is 15, and my profit is therefore 10 lakhs. Profit is 10 lakhs. So 15% gone, that means 1.5 lakhs gone. So I'm left with 8.5 lakhs. And how is that to be distributed? In the ratio of their managing the remaining is shared according to the ratio of their investment. So 2 is to 3. Whose share I want? B. So 15% goes to A. So B will get 3 by 5 of 8.5. So 85 by 10. So 5, 17, 51 by 10, 5.1. Great. The sides of the rectangle are in the ratio 4 is to 3. Sides of the rectangle are in the ratio 4 is to 3, and the length of the diagonal is 20 root 5. If rectangles sides are in the ratio of 4, 4 and 3, this should be 5. So, but instead of 5, I have a 20 root 5. So my multiplying factor is 4 root 5. So 4 root 5, 3 into 4 root 5. So the sides are 12 root 5 and 16 root 5. Okay. Now, what does the question say? Find the area of the square with its diagonal equal to the perimeter of the given rectangle. Diagonal equal to the perimeter. So perimeter is 16 plus 12, 28. 28 twos are 56 root 5. Diagonal is 56 root 5. So area of a square is half into product of diagonal. So half into this into this. Oh, big calculation. So this is 28 into 56. 28 into 56 into 5. 28 into 5 is a 140. So I'm supposed to do 140 into 56, 60, 60. Don't see anything. 56 into 14. 14 6 are 84. 14 5 is a 70. 7840. 7840. Great. Training is given only for cricket and football. Training is given only for cricket and football in a sports academy which accommodates 240 people. 30% learn cricket but not football, and 3/4 of the people, okay, 30% learn cricket but not football. So can I say that the circle for cricket is 30%, so 72, and 3/4 of the people learn at most one sport. At most one sport means either 0 or 1. Either 0 or 1. 30% learn, okay, and 3/4 of the people learn at most one sport, so 0 or 1. So that means if this should be 1/4 of the population, so 1/4 is 60, this is 60, and staff who learn neither cricket nor football is 1/3. 1/3 is 80. Staff who learn neither learn cricket Staff who neither learn cricket nor football is 1/3 of those who learn only cricket. Acha. 1/3 of those who learn only cricket. So this is 24. So if this is 24, the inner part should add up to 240 minus 24 is 216. So 72 plus 60 is 122, 132. 132, if I remove, how much will I get? 84. So this is 84. Now, what is my question? How many people learn at least one sport? At least one sport is 72 plus 60 plus 84. So 70, 130, 210, 216. 216. Great. How many? Okay, one more question. How many people learn only football? I found out 84. The equation has two positive roots. One of the roots of the equation is 4 more than the other. What is the value of y? One of the roots of the equation is 4 more than the other. So if one root is alpha, the other is alpha plus 4. So I can say sum of the roots is minus b by a. So 4y, and product of the roots. So alpha into alpha plus 4 is equal to product of the roots, which is 15y. So what are we finding? Value of y. So I will basically need alpha. How will I get alpha? Hmm, Ignore. I can think of one thing. If I divide, basically, I will get one equation. Y gets cancelled out, but I think that is going to take time. So let's move on. Okay, I've got a RC passage. I'm going to come back to it later on. 78, 79, 80, 81, 82. Okay, great. Again, I have one pie diagram. A civil service coaching institute gives coaching for 6 optional subjects. The percentage distribution of 900 students is given. Okay, the total number of students I know. 10% of the students from each optional subject qualified. 10% from each qualified means, can I say total 10% qualified? How many students were qualified? 10%. 10% of 900 is 90. Chalo, great. Good. Next. By what percentage is the number of students who opted for geography? How many opted for geography? 15. Less than those who opted for public administration, 27. So difference is 12 over less than public administration. No? So 12 by 27. This is 4 by 9. 4 by 9 is 44.44. Chalo, great. If the fee for coaching for each history student is 4,000, find the total revenue generated through history students. The coaching was given for 13 months and price is 4,000 per month. How many history students are there? 19%. So first of all, total number of history students are 19 upon 100 into 900. So that is 171. 171 into 4,000 is the revenue per month, and I am looking for 13 months. Okay. So 13 fours are 52. 52. So 171 into 52 is what I have to calculate. 14 to 1, 3, 4, 2, 5, 5, 7, 35, 5, 1, 3, 8, 2, 9, 8, 8, 8, 9, 2, 8, 8, 9, 2. Great. Chalo, excellent. Oh, one more subject. The ratio of boys to girls who opted for anthropology. Anthropology is 12%, 12%. Okay, anthropology is 12%. So 12 into 9, 108 students are there. And they're saying ratio of boys and girls is 4 is to 5. Find the difference between the number of boys and girls who obtained. So the difference is 4x, 5x. 9x is 108. So x is 12. Difference is x, which is 12. Great. Okay, one more question. Find the average number of students who obtained for Indian polity, geography and economics. Indian polity is 10%, geography is 15, so that makes it 10 plus 15, and the third is economics is 17. So 25, 25, 42, 42 by 3 is 14%. 14% of 900 is 14 into 9, 126. Oh, wow. Again, RC, I will come back to it. Mark, 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 mark. Okay, great. So I have reached 93. So 27 questions, 51 minutes. I have marked 2 RC passages. Okay, great. National Science Day is celebrated in India each year to mark the discovery of Raman effect. Not very sure. What is the age group for Atal Pension Yojana? Atal Pension Yojana age group 21 to 60 should be the age group. 18 to 60 is also there. Hmm, I'll go with 21 to 60, but not very sure. Which company has introduced the new fashion Yosta? Yosta, I think, is an ITC brand. Let's move ahead. Arre baap re. Another DI, not very sure. Should I be doing it? I've already done 2 DIs. Uh, Total salary expenditure, but this is not looking very difficult. Anyways, I'll mark this. Let's come back to that a little later. 98, 99. Oh, okay. Previous. And then I could see one thing, use data from the previous questions. So I can use my data. Anyways, save and next 9900. Okay, what is this now? This is coding, decoding. Let's look at it. My first love. My first love is coded as 478. Not you, my books. Not you, my books is coded as 3865, 3865. Second love, not you. Second love, not you, not you, not you. 4659, 4659. Not my love, not my love. 854. Chalo, great. What am I supposed to find? Code for you. U is common year, year. Is there any other? M is here, but there is no M here. But there is N also everywhere. Okay, so I will get the code for YN. Let's say if I compare, I will get the code for YN. So what is the code for YN? What is common? 8 and 5? No. 6 and 5. I can see 6 and 5. No. YN. 854. 85. There is no 4659. 854. I don't know. Second love, not you. Second love, not you. Not you, my books. And not my love. Oh, okay. Not my love. Okay. So I made a mistake here. Okay. So I want you. I want you. You is there only in this two, but there is NY here common. So what is common here? 5 I can see and 6 I can see. So NY, one of them is coded as 5, the other is coded as 6. I can see an N here also, and I can see a 5 here also. So I can definitely say that N is coded as 5, so Y is coded as 6. Y is coded as 6, let's say. What is the code for L now? Okay, what is the code for L? N is coded as 5, so I know N goes for 5. L is there in first, third, and fourth. Is there anything else there? No. So 4, 4. So I think L should be coded as 4. I can see 4 common here also, here also, here also. So 4. Next, what is the array? Very good. What is the code for my? M I have I calculated? No. L is 4. M. M I now know. N is 5. N is 5. L is 4. So M should be 5. M should be 5. Okay. Let me just, which of the following? Okay, my first love books. My first love, that means 478 should be there. 478 should be there. 478. So option B at least gets eliminated. Option B gets eliminated. Now B. 478 is there. What is the code for B? B is here only. So 3 I can see is there here only. So 4783. 4783. Anywhere else? Okay, fourth option. Come on, great. Okay. Oh, one more DI. Number in thousand of different hotels. How many hotels are there? 10 hotels are there. A2K. Okay. And that is in thousands. So numbers are also not small numbers. So let's come back to that later on. I don't think I will attempt this. I still can see 15 questions left. So I will first look at those questions, then I will come back. Great. So now I have one series. Once again, I have 46 minutes left. 2 RCs, 2 DIs is what I have skipped. Let's see. GHJM-V. GHIJKLMNOPQRSTUV. GH is consecutive. I leave one. IJKLM. So I left one. I left two. LMNOPQ. I left 3. So should I leave 4? RSTU. Correct. So Q seems to be the answer. Great. Okay, calendar 9th Feb 1932 was a Tuesday. Then what day of the week was 11th June 1932? What day of the week was? Okay, so I know 9th Feb 1932 is a Tuesday. So what 11th June 1932 itself, it's the same year. Guys, please don't raise your hand as of now. I will not be able to answer anything. 1932 is which day of the week? Okay. So basically, 9th Feb, 32 is a leap year. So I will have 29 days. So 20 days there. March will give me 31. Feb, March, April will give me 30. April, May will give me 31. And June, I need 11. So 11 days. 20 will give me an odd day of 6, 31 will give me an odd day of 3, so this will give me an odd day of 2, 31 3, 11 4, 6 plus 3 9, 9 plus 2 11, 11 plus 7 18, 18 means 4 odd days. Tuesday, so one odd day will be a Wednesday, 2 will be a Thursday, 3 will be a Friday, so 4 will be a Saturday. Chalo, great, good. uh, Fixed assets are double the current assets and half the capital. The current assets are rupees 3. Okay, what does the question? This is accounting but has maths. Let's try. Fixed assets are double the current assets. Fixed assets are double of current assets and half of the capital and half of the capital. The current assets are rupees 3 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 3 lakhs. Current assets are 3 lakhs and investment is 4 lakhs. Investment is 4 lakhs. Then the current liabilities recorded in the balance sheet. So fixed assets is how much? Half of it, so 1,50,000. This is half of the capital. So capital is also 3 lakhs. But what am I supposed to find? The current liabilities. Investment is 4 lakhs. Current asset is 3, 7. No, I'm not getting. Leave it. Okay, again, a bill of exchange of rupees 2000 is endorsed in favor of Krishnan, a creditor of rupees 2100 in full settlement. By what amount Krishnan will be debited? 2100. He is endorsed in favor of Krishnan, creditor is 2100, so 2100. An unfavorable balance of profit and loss account should be added in liabilities, subtracted from current assets, subtracted from capital, not very sure, leave it out. Find the wrong term. Wheat is 30. Rice is how much? Wheat, 30 is a very small number because W is close to 20s. So I'm not very sure. Let's see, I'll mark that. Let's move ahead. How many triangles are there in the given figure? So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I'm not sure. Let's say 8. I hope I have not missed any. Find the next term in the given series. Next term in the given series. Okay, I can see A, D, G, J, M. A, B, C, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. It should start with a P, so that is there. Now, second is K, G, O, C, which I think it's reducing, Y, U, C, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. No, I'm not getting A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. So if I look at my alphabets, A, B, C, D, I am going ulta. P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. From Y, from C, if I skip two alphabets, B, A, Z, I will get Y. I'll have to skip 3. 1, 2, 3, I get U. I have to skip 3, R, I'll get Q. So PQ, PQ, PQ. At least I now know I have two options left. Now I have X. Then I have S, X, S, X, S, N, ID. Once again, it is reducing. S PUVWX NOPQRSIJKLM. So LMN. So four alphabets I have to skip, and I'm going backwards. So CBAZ I skip. I should get Y, PQY. Okay. Body mass seems to be very simple. So I'll write down 24, 6, 5, 2, 3. What is that I'm looking at now? Minus. Okay, first plus is multiplication. Plus is multiplication. So 6 into 5. Minus means division. Minus means division. So this is division. Then division means minus. So 5 minus, and multiplication means plus. So plus. So I will do 24 divided by 6. 4. 4 into 5, 20. 20 minus 2, 18. 18 plus 3, 21. Great. I've almost reached the end of the paper, and I still have 38 minutes. That's great. So now I can concentrate on those two DIs and two RCs. Let's see this. Ajay Limited decided to redeem 1,000 preference shares of rupees 10 each at 10% premium balance. Okay, again, once again, too much of writing. Let's mark this and move ahead. Okay, this is also preference shares amounting to rupees 2 lakhs are redeemed at a premium of 5% by issues of shares amounting to rupees 1 lakh. Okay, so I will again mark this. So now how do I look at the marked questions? 26 questions are marked. So first question that is marked is fifth question. How many six-digit numbers that can be formed? This is trial and error. Let's ignore. The next is 42. 42 is this DI which I had marked. I'm not very sure if the ratio of selling price is given. By what percentage is the cost price of E more than the cost price of C? Okay, selling price, let's see. Okay, but I will have to need that table. I hope that table is there. My calculation. Yeah. Is this? Yeah, this is the calculation. Yeah, right. So let's create some spaces. What does it say? Okay, if the ratio of selling price of E and C. So let me assume selling price of E is 600 and selling price of C is 700. Okay, what is the, by what percentage is the cost price? So I will have to find the cost price for each one of them. Okay, uh, E, E, I'm giving a discount of 40%. So can I say 600 is 60% of mark price? That means the mark price is 1,000 and markup is 50%. So 1,000 is, I'm not getting good numbers now, 150% of the cost price. So cost price is 1,000 is equal to 3 by 2. So 2,000 by 3. So what is this? This was for E. This is E ka calculation. Now let's do it for C. C is discount is 10%. Discount is 10%. So that means 700 is, oh, this is also not a good number, 90% of mark price. So mark price from here is 7,000 upon 9. And I have given a C, 40%. So 140% of CP. So 140% of CP is 7,000 upon 9. So 0 gets cancelled out, 14 into 50. So this is 55,000 upon 9. Okay, great. 5,000 upon 9. So can I write this as 6,000 upon 9? This is E and this is C. Chalo, great. Now what is that we are finding? Cost price of E more or less than cost price of C. Cost price of E is more. How much difference is 6,000 minus 5,000? So 1,000 upon 9 upon more than C. C is 5,000 upon 9. So basically, if you realize 9 cancel 1 upon 5. 1 upon 5 is 20% more. Okay. Chalo, that is the answer. Next. I think let's go to that RC. This was which question is it? Acha, 42 we answered. 50. Okay, let's do that because this was question on direction. A compass which has four needles showing north, south, east, and west was damaged. The needle of this damaged compass, the needle of this damaged compass, which normally shows west. Okay, so north, south, west, east. So I think the directions are changed. The needle of this damaged compass, which normally shows west, was showing towards north. So west is north. So I'm moving one step. So west, south, east. A person who has the following damaged compass went 5 kilometers east. Okay, a person who was following the damaged compass. So let's say this is my starting point. Moved went 5 kilometers east. So damaged is this. So 5 kilometers east is here. Okay, so he should have ideally gone here uh, and reach turn towards the south, meaning this side, and went another 5 kilometers. So from here, he should have ideally gone down and moved another 5 kilometers. Okay. The actual part I have shown by dotted lines. Now, how far is he from the right destination? So this is the destination 10 kilometers. So I can see 10 as two options. And in which direction from the right destination? Which direction from the right destination? It is south. Huh? Acha. So south is west. So west in this case. Chalo. This is also done. So now what am I left with? Okay. 17, 8 to 82. Okay. So let's do this RC now. I hope it's an easy passage. Does hearing the word bedbug suddenly give you phantom inches? If so, you definitely don't want to discover this tiny intruders into your hotel sheets when holidaying in an expensive city. Case in point, the Paris scenario last autumn. Sadly, such pest encounters are becoming more commonplace in the hotel industry. Fear not, though, as expected in recent times, AI steps in as the hero of the tale. Spota, a UK based company, emerged on the scene in 2017 with a mission to tackle the bedbug epidemic. According to the grapevine at Hotel Dive, Spota is developing reach designed bedbugs lurking on hotel mattress, putting a swift end to potential outbreaks. The startup, which raised over $3.7 billion in December, has been working with hotels across Europe. They've also forged a partnership with Comcast Machine Q to spread their bedbug busting tech across hotels in the US. Porta gadget is small, the size of the pocketbook. You place it under the mattress, and the gadget's camera uses smart tag to see if there are any bed bugs. If it finds them, it sends an email with a picture to the hotelier so that they can take care of it. Why do we need it? This tiny buggers can bite off a large profit from the hotel wallets. One study found that a single review mentioning bed bugs can slash the value of the hotel's room by 23 to 38 per night. And it's not like hoteliers can wait for a bad review, because once you reach the stage where you can see the little suckers with your eyeballs, it is likely too late to contain an outbreak. Then the only solution would be to use harmful pesticides. What's next then? The tech could even be extended outside hotel rooms. So it is more about AI and technology. Okay. Got a brief idea. The next step is to get it to identify and control pests in restaurants and bars. Okay, so let's say what is the main focus of the passage: the prevalence of bed bugs in hotels and the impact on customer reviews, the development of AI technology to detect bed bugs in hotels, the partnership between Spota, the potential extension of bed bug detection technology to restaurants and bar. I think the prevalence, the first option seems more likely. Let's move on to the next one. What does the passage mean by hearing the word bedbugs may give phantom itches? Hearing the word bedbugs. Phantom itches. What does the passage mean by hearing the word bedbugs may give phantom itches? The psychological impact of bedbug infestations, the common fear associated with bedbugs, the prevalence of bedbug related reviews, the need for AI. So I think once again the common fear is there. So let's move on. Third question of the passage. How does the passage describe the size of Spota's gadget? Size of the gadget, I'm not remembering it. Huh, the size of a pocketbook. The size of a pocketbook is a smartphone, laptop, tablet. The size of a pocketbook. Correct. Great. I can see here. Chalo, great. Very good. What does the gadget do when it detects dead bugs? Why do we need this? You place it under the mattress and the gadget's camera uses smart tech to see if there are any bed bugs. If it finds them, it sends an email with the picture to the hotelier so that they can take care of it. It sends a notification, it displays an alert, it sends an email. It sends an email, right? It sends an email. Great. Direct questions from the passage. Great. Chalo. Next. What, according to the passage, is the reason for the need of such a gadget? The loss in hotel revenue and profits due to bed bugs. No, the desire to avoid bad reviews looks to be good. The need to replicate the Paris situation, okay, and the inability to detect bed bugs in the others. No, the desire bad review, I think that's there. Okay, so that is done. So now 82 done. 88. 88 is another passage. What is missing more? I still have how much time? 28 minutes and 26 marks. Oh, but I think I've answered quite a few. Anyways, chalo, 88 is a passage. Let's do that again. Optimism is a virtue. Why worry? Everything will be all right. While I agree it's not worth worrying all the time, never forget that we live in a volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. What does this mean? It means that things can change much faster and much more dramatically than you did ever imagine. It means that things can turn out to be much worse than anticipated. The further ahead you look, the less certainty there is. We don't know what the world will look like in 5, 10, 20, or 30 years. So what's the problem with not knowing where we end up? The problem in organizational life is that most initiatives need lots of time and money for planning, preparation, and implementation. Combine that with the profit at with the speed at which things can change, and you will realize that you might be in trouble if you don't prepare. Okay, it's a long passage. The core concept to survive in the UA world in this: plan for the worst, hope for the best. Usually, you don't need to prepare anything for the best case. That is, as long as you are prepared for the worst case. And that's exactly what people have forgotten in the fat years that lie behind us. The world as it looks right now faces other challenges than personal growth, self-accommodation, and the perfect social media profile. Achha, I've just got a message which says that the test was for 100 minutes and not 90 minutes. So that means I have only 16 minutes left. So we will end the test when the time left is 10 minutes. Okay, full scale water in Europe democracy. So I have 16 minutes and I think one passage and two DI, 5, 6, 7, 8. But this was accounting. So 88 is what we are on, 78 is answered, 96. And so three passages, 15 questions. Let's see if I can, since I've read so much, let's try finishing it. We forget to plan for such a scenario over the last 30 years because we are busy with self-actualization and pretty politics. And now we sit here with just one, with our just-in-time zero inventory centralized logic system and with our obsolete military equipment. We are wetting our plans, scrambling to buy supplies and military kits. We don't prepare for the worst case, and now it's too late to stock up on everything you need because everybody now wants the same supplies and the same military kit. What is the main passage the author is trying to convey? The importance of self actualization, the challenges of planning, the follies of planning. You need to prepare for the worst case scenario. I think this looks to be more relevant. Let's move on. What does the author prefer in terms of planning for the future? Something I think we had read here. Usually they don't need to prepare anything for the best case. That is, as long as you're prepared for the worst case. And that's exactly what people have forgotten. Focusing only on personal growth, ignoring the worst case scenario, pre-planning, pre-stocking, embracing a completely optimistic mindset. Not sure. Let's ignore. Which of the following is not mentioned as a challenge facing the world right now? challenge facing the world right now. Okay. The world as it looks like right now faces other challenges than personal growth, self-actualization, and the perfect social media profile. Third world combined. Mentioned, which of the following is not mentioned as a challenge? Third World War, Third World War, not very sure. Full scale war in Europe. Full scale war in Europe is mentioned. Climate change is also mentioned. I think Third World War, I don't recollect. Let's move on. 91. How would you describe the overall tone of the passage? Overall tone of the passage: optimistic, motivational, disappointed, and cautionary, disapproving yet neutral. Mm, not very sure. Leave it. What is the most appropriate synonym for autocracies in the context of the passage? Not very sure. Leave it. Okay, so that's gone. So let's say this was 92, I think, right? Now we are on 93. So after 93, 96, 96. Okay, so this passage, I remember this passage also had use information from the previous question. Okay, so I think this looks to be a decent number also. So for A, B, C, D, E, F. Is there things that I can find? Maybe I will find it later on. Uh, Savings for A is how much? 35, 36, 9,500. Savings for A is 9,500. That is savings. Then for B, the savings is how much? 38,500. Savings is 8,500. For C, nothing is mentioned. For D, nothing is mentioned. I can do it for F. F expenditure. 32 minus 5,000. 6,000 kya tha? 26. 26,500. 26,500 is the expenditure, correct? Yeah, expenditure. So let's look at the question. Once again, I have this data. If the savings of E is 100% more than D, savings of E is 100% more than D. So D is savings 45,000. So E will save 4,500 more, right? More, yeah. So savings is 9,000 for E, and expenditure is 22,000. That means salary for E will become 31,000. If the savings of E is 100% more than D, what is the salary of E? I just found out 31%. Great. Next question. Save and next. If D earns 90% of what A earns, A earns how much? 45,000. And D earns 90%. So 4,500 less. So D ka salary is 40,500. D ka salary is 40,500. Then the ratio of expenditure of E to that of D. Expenditure of D will be how much now? Salary is 40,500. I'm saving 4,500. So my expenditure is 536,000. Expenditure is 36,000. So what I need is ratio of expenditure of E to D. E expenditure is given as 22,000. E expenditure 22,000. D expenditure we just calculated 36,000. So this should be 11 is to 18. So there are both, once again, expenditure of E expenditure 22. So we are right, 11 is to 18 and not 18 is to 11. If C saves 70% of his salary, savings is 70%. So savings of C is how much? 2750, 2750 into 3, no, into 7, no? 7 5 35 7 7 49 52 7 to 14 19 250. 19 250 is the savings. So what else is not given? Expenditure. So expenditure will be how much? 30%. So 2750 into 3, 3 5 15 21 22 3 to 6 8250. Expenditure 8250. Chalo. By what percent savings of F is higher or lower than that of C? Savings of F is 5,500 and C ka savings is 19,250. So definitely savings is lesser. By how much? 19,250 minus 5,500 minus 5,500. So difference is 5, 8, 12, 12, 5, 7, 18,750. So I'm calculating 18,750 over F is by what percent savings of F is higher or lower than that of C. C is how much? C, we are looking at savings. C savings 19,250. 19,250, 1875 over 19,250. This is definitely less than 100%, but 18,000 over roughly 19,000. So definitely 1% is too less. I'll mark 95.5. Who among the following can have the highest savings? Highest savings. A का savings is how much? 9,500. अच्छा, A है ही नहीं option में. Option is E. E savings is 9,000. F saving is more less than E. B saving 8,000 less than E, and D saving 4,500. So E is the highest. Difference in the savings of A and B we just calculated here. 1,000 is the difference. Great, good. Okay, so this is also done. So I have now, which question was this? This was 101. So after 101, what is that we have left? 105. Okay, oh, another graph. And I said I have 8 minutes. So let's once again look at what I am left with. 115. What was 115? Okay, wheat, rice. The 30 is too small a number for me to waste that time. So leave out 115. 119 and 20 was this. So I'm leaving it out once again. 96, 97, 98, 99. This is also done. Two RCs I had left. 55 was what's 5? Okay, I'm leaving that. I think let's move on to that. I have another 6-7 minutes. I think this should be done in that 6-7 minutes. Okay. The total number of hotels from states B and D. Oh my God. B, D, and F together form what percent of the total number of hotels from all the states together? Oh, okay. So can I find out the hotels? A to J, A to K, A to K. A, how many? 7 minutes left. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. A is how much? 1.8 roughly. And it is in thousands. So anyways, 1.8. B is how much? 1.5. C, 0.5. 1.5, 0.5. D is more closer. 3.3 is what I'm going to take. E is 2 point half. It's little lesser than half. So 2.7. F, I'm going to take it as 1. G3, F1, G3, H2, 2.5, 2, 2.5, J is 2.8. I will take it. And K, 3.5. Okay, so now my diagram is redundant. Let's jump to the questions. Total number of box hotels from states B, D, and F. So B, D, and F. B, D, and F forms approximately what percent of the total? Oh, okay. So total is how much? 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 13, 15, 17, 20, 20.8, 21.3, 21.8, 22.1, 22.8, 22.8, 23.8, 24.6. 24.6 is my total. So for 5.8 over 24.6, I want percentage. Oh, 25, 26, 23, 24. They are very close and they are asking approximate also. Got a good number to work with. So 58 over 246. This will become 29 over 123. What is 1/4 of 123? It is 31. So it is less than 1/4. 20% will be how much? 10% is at 12.3. So 20% will be 24.6. And 1% will be 1.23. So 3% will be 3.69. So if you add a 3.69, 258, 28.29. So it is 24 seems to be better. Let's work with 24. I think it's between 23, 24. So I'm marking a 24. Number of hotels in states A, B, and C together. A, B, and C 1.8, 1.5, 3.8. That is 3.8. Is how much percent less than HIJ? HIJ 2, 4, 6, 6, 7.3. So this is 7.3. How much percent less than this? So the difference is how much? 4.8, 5.8, 6.8, 3.5. The difference is 3.5 upon 7.3. 35 by 73. Again, less than 50%. 35 by 73. Uh, Options are very close. 4 minutes left, and I think I have three more questions, but let's do it. 35 by 73 into 100, 7.3. 40% is 28, 29.2. 3% if you add will become 722.1. So that makes it 31.3. So I think it is more closer to 49. Half is, I'll mark 49. It looks seems to be that more. What is the ratio of number of hotels in K to C? This looks to be easy. K is 3.5, C is 0.5, K to C. So 7 is to 1, 7 is to 1. Great. Chalo. What is the approximate average number of hotels from all the state? Total, I got it as 24.6 upon 100. Sorry, upon 10. So this should be 2.46, 2.46 thousand. That means 2460 should be my answer. We are way lesser. I think we have taken more value compared to the given options. So I'm going to leave because difference is vast. But some figures were right at least. Chalo, good enough. Number of hotels of state J is what percent of the total number of hotels from state J is what percent of the total number of hotels from all the state together? J is how much? 2.8 upon 24.6. Once again, two bad options. And my numbers are also, we realize now that my numbers were little bit wavered. So 28 over 246 is 14 over 123. So 1400 over 123 is what we have to calculate. Let's see. Since I have roughly 2 minutes, 1400 over 23. 23 5s are 115. Oh, so this is turning out to be number of hotels from state J. I don't know whether I've taken the right number now. 2.8 is what percent of the total number of hotels from all the states together, which was 24.6. 2.8 over 24.6, 28 over 246, 28 over 246. I know 10% is 240, 24. If 10% is 24, 11% is 26 point something. And this is 28. So I think what is 11.5? So 10% is 2.46. 1% is 0.246. 6, 6, 5, 7, 2.7. 2.7, this is 2.8. 11, 12% is, again, if you add up 0.246, 259, 2.9. So it's 11 and 12 के बीच में. 0.5 is how much? 2.706. Half of this is 0.123. 1 minute left. 9 to 8. 2.829 is 11.5 and I have 2.8. So it should be little lesser than 11.5. I'm marking 11.32. Next. Okay, 1 minute left. This is something that we have done. Let's see if we can. 115 was again wheat rice. Ignore that. There was one question. I think what was the fifth question? Number to be divisible by 11, but it's taking trial and error. 42 is answered. 50 is answered. 91 was a optimistic passage. I'm not very sure, so I'm not going to mark that. 115. What is 115? Hacha. Wheat rice. Let's say, okay, 20 seconds left. Wheat 30. 4-letter word. Ignore. Chalo. I think I'm going to submit my test now because the time is up. Let's see the result and then I hope I get a good score. Oh, I'll have to log in once again. So, how do you think, guys? Was my test? I'm also not very sure. I think it should be good. I think y'all can speak, na? You get good marks, sir. You attempted most of the questions. Yeah, I attempted most of the questions. That is what will happen also in your actual mock, guys, because the level of price is not very high. So your screen is not visible. Was the screen visible? But that remark was very late. Yes, yes. I think the remark was on 7:12. Okay, okay. So I'm fine. I got scared. Test. I'm not sure what I will get. Let's see. I hope it should be between 80, 90. I think that should be the score. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm checking, Shushant. That's exactly what I'm checking. SimChrist 333 review. Oh, 75 is what I got. Okay. 75 is what I got. View scorecard. Attempted 91 and I got 75. Okay, that means I got 75 right and 16 were wrong. Okay. ठीक है चलो let's get into Q&A. Come on, come on, post your. I attempt only 60 questions. See, Sushant, if you realize, look at what I did. I really did not read bigger passages initially. And once I knew, that confidence comes in. Once I knew that I have almost gone through all my simpler questions, that RC passage I could attempt also thereafter. Okay. So I think most of GK also I did not attempt, but uh, see, if you want to increase your attempt, make sure. So I don't know. After almost an hour, I think I was at the end of the section. Roughly around hour, I was at the end of the section. So that is something. So Kushwant, again, accuracy. Look at what you are good at. I said I was good in maths, so I made sure that I attend maths. Correct, correct, Kevin. Correct. Correct. RC and DI. Sushant, avoid RC and DI unless you have, solved all your questions. Unless you have not solved all your questions, then only attempt RC. That's what I did at least. Yes, yes, Shresht. It will be exactly a similar type of a question. There is no section. You don't get all con together, all verbal together. You don't get anything of that sort. No. When I increase number of questions attempt, I get less amount of marks. But again, that means it's more of practice and accuracy. See, realize, Kushwan, that this is a really easy test. It's not at a very difficult level. So try increasing your attempts. Try increasing your attempts. Avoid reading big stuffs initially. That's what I did. If you realize, avoid reading big stuffs. I get Christ University. You will get Christ University. Don't worry. But you need admission in Christ University. You don't need Christ University. Okay, come on. Two new messages. I did not get the passage questions at all. Okay. Acha, I'm asking you, why not? You will. Sushant, I think you get a score of, what is the score that you looked at? I attempt only 60, you said, right? So, anyways, try, how 40? Acha. Okay, you scored 40, you said, right? Yeah. So again, see, practice as much as you can. I think we still have 7 days to go. Attempt, and now you saw how I attempted the test. See if you can attempt in a similar fashion. I'm sure at least 5-10 marks will improve. Find out your areas which you are good in, Sushant, and see if you can attempt those areas first. That will really help. Practice, Sushant, practice all easy questions first. Practice areas that you're good in. That's the first thing that you should do. So I'm just logging on to YouTube also and seeing if I can have some. I'm just checking if I can get some comments from there. I will take some comments from there. No comment yet. Okay. I can't see the comments. So, okay. Chalo, chodo. Sir, what is the passing mark? As I said, Amrita, earlier also, there's nothing like a passing mark, but I think a good score is anywhere around 70, 75 plus is a good score. Okay, Sushant, your syllabus is not complete. Okay, okay. Khushwant, again, practice more. So if you can attempt a good number of questions, see if you can attempt a little lesser and try to be more accurate. Just attempt a little lesser meaning 5 to 10 questions and see if you can uh, increase your accuracy. Mohammed, actually no, because there are so many campuses. So Mohammed, no. Sure, Kushwant, sure, sure. Anything else, guys? Come on. In the next 7 days, what I would suggest you to do in the next 7 days is basically take around 2 to 3 mocks. Okay, try to analyze your mocks. Go ahead and analyze which questions went wrong. So ideally, now I know I missed out on 16 questions. I will go ahead and identify those 16 questions and first find out whether my it was my conceptual error, or it was just an error that I did it in that point of time in that speed test. Okay, and if it's a conceptual error, try to identify that concept and try to get it right. I think that's something that you will have to do. So I think practice as much as you can, and around 2 to 3 mocks with analysis of those 2 to 3 mocks is what you will have to look at. Okay. Correct, correct. So identify, Kushwan, those errors and work on those areas. Work on those areas. That is something that you'll have to look for. You still have 7 days, so don't worry. Okay, guys, chalo. Uh, See you again sometime else. Okay, I'm going to stop the live here. I don't know what is your background, Kushwant. I don't know what's your background and how good or bad you are at accountancy. So I think some questions were very, very basic. So don't ignore. So see, accounts is something that you have 10 questions. I think level was a mid level type of a question. So if you can, I wouldn't suggest completely leave out. So there will be some very basic questions. Go ahead with it. Sushant, if you have taken the 3 mocks, good enough. Good, Kushwan. That is good. Yes, Sushant, I'm coming to that. If you have 2 mocks, no? So as I said, I just want you to take 2 or 3 mocks. So that should be sufficient. Yes, Shrestha. It is all as per the required format. All the mocks given here are as per the actual tests that are going to be conducted, guys. Huh? Okay, thank you, guys. Thank you. Sushant, please start analyzing then. You should analyze the remaining 3 mocks that you have taken. Khushwant, I would suggest prepare for accounts. That's much better. Since you said you have scored well, also prepare for accounts. Because see, at least agar 5 questions bhi nikal gaya, to I'm sure you'll be in a better position. Don't worry, Sushant, don't get into all those things. Dia, my accuracy is 75 out of 90, which is basically 5 by 6. So roughly 83-84% was my accuracy. Okay, Sushant. Okay. Okay, guys. Chalo. I'm going to